Hey, how are you guys? I am here to pull some cards today on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. It is literally just so amazing outside. Can't even believe it. I'm wearing shorts right now. I'm outside and I'm wearing shorts right now. Crazy. I feel like every single year we just don't believe that it's ever going to come back. It did come back though. It did come back. If you are allergic to pollen, though, I would definitely suggest taking some Claritin or something like that, because it is, we got a high index today for the pollen, so, and if you guys are interested in booking a reading with me, you can do that using the Book Now button on Facebook and Instagram, or you can do it using the website, casterscabinet.com, and you can book there. And yeah, let's see what we got today. Sorry for the hiatus, life got crazy, but we're just gonna keep on moving, you know? Just gonna keep on going and see what we can get here today. Got four. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. So, I usually don't read four cards, but they quite literally flew out of my hands. So I'm gonna read those. Alright, so here's what we got. There's a lot here. Alright, so first, we got the Seven of Cups. Okay? So, there are just so many things that you could choose from. You feel emotionally overwhelmed. There's a lot of stuff happening around you, and it's not just events that are passing during the day. They are things that are bringing up a lot of emotions for you, and it's hard to really pin down what to focus your energy on. But when in reality, you really don't have to focus on any of them, right? Just be there to understand and feel them and see where because there's a lesson in there somewhere, right? All of these emotions and all of these things that are being brought up could also bring up stuff that you things that you haven't really gone through yet, things that you might need to deal with. There's a plane. Things you might have to deal with that keep popping up, you know. But 7 is a good number. 7 is the number of Jupiter. It's the the benevolent ruler, expansion, horizons, breaking down barriers, stuff like that. So this is really going to put you in the throes of emotions when it comes to this card. But I don't feel like any of that is going to be negative. Some of the emotions might feel negative at the time, but the outcome is going to be worth it in the end. So I really do feel like that is going to be a good card for you. I really do. Because like in the aftermath of a lot of that, it's going to be collaboration, right? So you got the Three of Cups, or the Three of Pentacles, I'm sorry. And the Three of Pentacles are showing collaboration. It's showing you getting together with others, sharing your ideas and coming up with a plan or a solution, right? 3 was the first number. One begets two, two gives birth to three. So the whole thing is that you're starting the actual work now, right? The work might be making a plan, but that's still considered work. One, there is no work, right? It's the thought. It's the it's the energy before the Big Bang, right? And then two is the whirlings and the energy starting to get ready to make moves. And then three is what puts that into form. Okay, so this is going to allow you to take all of this emotional energy, I believe, and put it to work, to actual things that can be used for earthly things. I was going to say monetary gain, but I don't actually think that that's what it's going to be. I think this is more going to be things that you can do for work that makes you feel good and that you're giving back to other people. But there is this one thing that I got, which is the Eight of Swords. So this goes back to what I was saying, right? How there was stuff that you just haven't gone through yet, right? There's stuff that is still in your mind. When I see swords that are stuck in the ground, they're not being held up, they're not being waved or moved around or anything like that. They're stuck in the ground. These are thoughts and events that are in your mind that cannot be changed, right? So these are the things, these are the conversations that went sour that you can never go back and change or amend in any way, right? Or you losing that job that you'll never get back, and feeling like, oh, there's definitely a way that I could have prevented that, and you keep going back to it, and but it can't be changed though. But see, she's blindfolded and her hands are tied behind her back. All of that stuff is all like the tide. It's all based on how she feels on the inside, right? She feels tied up. She feels like she can't move around. She can't do what she needs to do because of all of these things in her mind. Swords are mind. Swords are intellect, all that stuff. Communication, because words can be a double-edged sword, right? They could be used for something useful, or they could be used for something not useful, right? It's air, so communication, travel, stuff like that. Like, you cannot do anything because your mind is holding you hostage. The only thing, though, is that she's got one foot on water and one foot on land, right? So deep down in there, you have the ability to think with a clear mind based on emotions and practicality all at the same time. You just need to see that what you're seeing in your mind doesn't know the difference between reality and thought. It doesn't. The reticular activation system, it's the thing that holds stuff in your mind, and when it's recalled, it literally puts your brain into that event again. So if you have PTSD, anything like that, and you have a trigger and it brings on this emotion and this trauma response, your brain is literally reliving that again, because it doesn't know the difference. If you were in a car crash and you think about that car crash, your brain is going to think you're going through that car crash again. And it's just your brain's way of keeping you safe so that, you can avoid those situations in the future. So great, yay for me, but also that kind of sucks, right? So just make sure that you are doing the work to understand that whatever it is that's in your mind that takes over, that makes you feel like you are not able to move forward, it's all in your mind. And it's easier said than done, and I totally understand. But you need to be able to understand that, like, this is not forever. This is not something that will never go away. You know what I mean? You'll always have that trauma with you, but there are different ways and lessons that you will learn throughout your life that will allow you to cope with those in a healthy way, rather than tying yourself up in a corner. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it. And you'll see that once you go through the lessons and stuff like that. But it's kind of comforting, though, if you think about it. Like, that stuff will never go away, but in turn, it means that the wisdom never goes away. It means that nobody can take away those experiences and the knowledge that you gain from it, so that you can give it to others afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole point, is we go through these experiences so that we can give that knowledge to somebody else who's going through something similar, and relate to them that, you know, this isn't forever. This isn't something that can't be dealt with, you know, and you're not alone while you're doing it. One more thing, we got the Magician card. So the Magician card is one, right? So this is the whirlings, the first whirlings, and this is the potential energy of what could be done if you were to act on whatever it is that you're working on. If you look at the card, you got the swords, you got the wands, you got the cups, and the pentacles, right? So you have all the suits, you have all of the aspects of the tarot on the table. And you also have roses and lilies. So roses and lilies have to do with life and death, right? So this is literally a card that symbolizes everything and nothing all at the same time. Again, with the infinity symbol. So this is Keter. This is the topmost point that we need before everything is manifested. This is the potential energy that we have. So getting this card means that you have all of the material and all of the wisdom and all of the knowledge to move forward in something. I'm not going to say everything, but something specific that you have in mind that you've been wanting to do. Maybe you've been waiting to make that first step, but I'm going to tell you right now, you have everything that you need to make that first step right now. Okay? Right now you can make that step, and I 100% guarantee you that it will at least get up off the ground. Okay? Because all of this stuff that you're going through, you have the collaboration, you have the emotional fulfillment with the 7. The only thing is the 8 of Swords. But the 8 of Swords can be easily dealt with by understanding that the stuff that you're going through mentally is not going to be forever. And it's not something negative either. The experiences might have been negative, but the aftermath afterwards, the grace that you can give those experiences by helping others that are going through similar stuff, is going to make this so much more worth it. It doesn't even matter what it is, because you're giving to other people, right? The Magician is going to take you there. The Magician is going to allow you to take all of this potential energy that you have. I mean, if you look at the cards, right? You have the swords, you have the pentacles, you have the cups, and then the Magician brings the wand, right? So you just got all of the suits in 4 cards, and now the Magician is ready to make a move for you. He's ready to start that, whatever it is that you want to do. I was going to say spell because he's a magician, but He's ready to start that work for you, and you have all of the necessary things that you need to do. So I really do believe that with all of this stuff, you're going to be able to make really good strides towards what you want, even if it's small steps. Small steps are big steps, right? They all add up, and sometimes big steps in the beginning aren't the best thing. So start small. Start with, planning. Make sure you have all your plans set. Make sure you have all your ducks in a row, and then make that first leap. You know what I mean? Once you make the first leap, it's going to be so much easier to deal with, because you'll have all this wisdom behind you and the collaboration. I have a feeling that you're going to be collaborating with other people on this, getting their advice, or maybe even working with them. I mean, it's the Three of Pentacles, so it really does kind of mean like collaboration and bringing your ideas together. So you could be doing something with a group of people, and maybe you got a new position at your job, and you're afraid that your first project isn't going to go as well as you thought, because maybe there was some stuff that happened back in the past that didn't really work out so well. The Eight of Swords. So, but I really do think that all of this stuff is going to be really important, for your growth, and for the cards to play out like this. You got like basically all of the suits, and then the Magician brought the wand. That's like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Like, let's do this, you know? But yeah, so that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this resonated with you. And if you pulled any of your own cards, just let me know in the comments what you got and stuff like that. I am going to be posting this on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the things. So just send me a like, send me a follow, all that jazz. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.